Hey, welcome back to the Home Reset Challenge. This is day 14. Tomorrow we will be celebrating everybody who has taken part in it. Hopefully your home is feeling a little bit more put together, a little bit, things back into place. Hopefully you are feeling better. You've taken initiative, you've taken some control over things, but now we have the one thing that has been left. At the beginning of this challenge, I told you to keep what was called a Doomsday bin in order to maximize our 30 minutes. I told you to have a bin where if anything was out of place, you just put it in that bin, and we're gonna deal with it at the very end of this challenge. Now, normally, on a normal basis in your home, when you're maintaining your space, it is better to apply a put it away right away kind of mentality, or don't put it down, put it away, only handle it once. Things like that are really, really great to manage your home on an everyday basis. But for our challenge, when we're trying to get one space, focus on that one space and just clear out the clutter in that area, it was better for us to delay putting away things in order to maximize that time, okay? So now, at the end of the challenge, we have quite a bit to deal with. You might be feeling a little overwhelmed. I can relate to that. I told you guys I really needed to reset my home. And what I'm about to show you, it was way more than a bin's worth. It was collecting on my counters, collecting in the pantry. It's been collecting in the bin. And there's a lot of stuff that needs to be put away. So what we want to do is first acknowledge, okay, that's overwhelming. It's okay. It's okay to feel that. And we're going to push through that feeling. And we're going to say, well, today we're not going to be overwhelmed so much that we don't take care of it. Okay. We're going to take care of the Doomsday bin. Okay. As much as we can. The next thing that we're going to think about is, why did all this stuff get in the wrong spot? Okay, let's ask ourselves questions. If we roll over all of this and we just put stuff away and we never stop and ask, why are things collecting in different places, then it can help us. Well, if we just ignore it, we won't ever learn how we can make it better. And then two, when we do ask those questions, we can figure out systems that might work better in our home and avoid clutter and help maybe everyone in our home care for the home and take care of the system if we figure out what's going on, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is what we've been doing all along. You're going to take that Doomsday bin or Doomsday section. Remember, it feels like the ends of times. That's why we're feeling overwhelmed. It just feels like the worst thing right now because it's so much stuff. And of course, I'm exaggerating, but it can feel very, very overwhelming. We're going to sort it, and you're sorting it into rooms into your home, okay? My living room floor, I've moved things out of the way so that I could have enough room to put all my stuff out. Maybe it's your dining table, finding just a space where you can sort out all of the Doomsday items into rooms in your home. And then what you're gonna do is we're gonna focus on that room, and we're gonna take that room's items, and we're then going to apply, don't put it down, put it away. So don't take the whole pile of stuff and just put it in the room it goes in. We're gonna take that whole pile of stuff, and one by one, we're gonna put it away where it goes in that space, okay? So first thing, I'm gonna find one of those question spots. So when I'm looking, I'm gonna scan for you. Isn't that fire wonderful? My husband just made that for me because I'm so cold. All right, so here are all the different items, right? So this pile back here with the little puppy, this is the kids' playroom section. All of those things should be going back to the playroom. Now, okay, I'm gonna stop and ask, why have those things been all over the house? Well, because I have kids, right? So is it logical for those things to have been put over the house? Yes, my kids are playing. They're playing in different spots. Now, what needs to happen is they need to remember to take it back where it goes, right? Like that needs to be something that they manage. So maybe I start considering a system for them, or having them gather their things. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wait on that pile. And when they wake up, or at least when my daughter, she's awake, she can take her stuff and she can go ahead and put it away. But at least I've gathered it into a pile and they know what's theirs. So next thing, okay, this is our bathroom spot. We've got a couple robes, lots of brushes, headband, ponytail holder, some fingernail stuff. So obviously we brush my daughter's hair wherever we can, and it usually ends up in the living room, and so that needs to go back. Hey, so just telling you what we're doing right now. What we're doing is we've sorted our Doomsday items, and we're doing it by rooms, and then we're asking ourselves questions. Why did it accumulate outside of its spot? So bathroom stuff makes sense because we were having to brush my daughter's hair before she left, so brushes were in other places. If I'm wearing something in my hair, I very quickly take it out of my hair if I'm trying to get comfortable, and it usually just ends up in the living room. So those are living room items. It makes sense that those are getting there. Just at the end of the day, they should be put back in their spot rather than just collecting, okay? So that's more, just being disciplined in that for me, not necessarily a system. This one is a system spot. All of these items, it's medicine, cords, batteries, our DVDs, that is in our security closet. And so what I start to notice about this is, one, when we start getting medicine out, we don't know how long we're going to be needing it. So we usually just leave it on the counter because we think we're going to use it for the next couple of days, right? And then we're just slow to put it away once the medicine is not needed. But batteries and cords, those are in lidded containers. And I think that it causes a problem or a delay in us putting things away because we're going to have to open something or move something in order to put it away. So that's something to me that's like, oh, maybe I should consider a different system that is more maintainable for my family so that, we don't have more steps to go through. We could put it away easier. So that might be a system spot, right? I could do maybe a better system. This is decoration stuff. We just reset from Christmas, and I didn't know what decoration I wanted to put back out and what decoration I wanted to keep. So right now it was kind of in waiting, but it doesn't have to wait out here. I can put it in like a decorative spot that I can pick and choose from throughout the year as I change decor or anything like that. So it needs its own bin. And okay, so that's just an example of thinking through the items that I have here. I didn't do all of it. A lot of it is the schoolroom, which again makes sense. We do, because we homeschool in different spaces in our home. We do crafts at different spaces in our home, usually in the living room so we can all be together, or not living room, but dining room. And it just is slow to put it back. And that is more management. That's more, okay, I should be applying and living by the don't put it down, put it away rule, or as soon as we're done with something, we need to put it up. Now, all kinds of things happen in our home. That's why there are delays. We can't always do that. But at least I'm starting to become aware, okay, it's not just the stuff that's the problem. It's discipline. It's I'm not putting it back, and I should be better about that. But with this reset, those are things I can think about and start applying rather than being a victim to all my stuff and letting it overtake my home, okay? All right. So I wanted to show you actually, because I already have mine sorted, so maybe it doesn't feel so overwhelming, but this is the prime example of a Doomsday bin. In fact, this one was before the Doomsday bin. Before the Home Reset Challenge. This has been stressing me so much. It's been collecting in my pantry because it's like stuff I don't have the time to deal with. This is probably what your junk drawer is. I don't have a junk drawer. I have a Doomsday bin in my pantry. It's a junk basket or whatever you want to call this. And it's just, I can't get to it right now. And then it's just collected. So now I've got to make some decisions. Why is it still here? Why haven't I dealt with it? Look, feel the overwhelming feeling. Let it exist and talk to yourself, kind of just have a little conversation. I don't want to keep feeling like this all the time. Okay. But today I'm going to take over it. Right. So, all right. This needs to go in my security closet. It was medicine I bought, or a sucker. I started hearing one of my kids cough one day and I was like, oh, they probably won't like cough drops. This is cute. They probably like this. So I bought it thinking of them and I never put it away. So that goes in the security closet section. Okay, my mom gets us a little advent calendar, and this time she got us like really fancy chocolates. The only thing is I'm very, very plain when it comes to chocolate, and I could not keep up with eating a different chocolate every day, so we put them all in here. My kids wanted them so badly, and so that's why I didn't throw them away, but I think it's time. I love that my mom thought of me like that, and that she did something special for us for Christmas, but I'm not going to consume all this chocolate. And so I'm going to have to let these go. Okay? But I was delaying because I felt bad, right? We've talked about gifts and how we can feel bad getting rid of it, even if it doesn't serve us. Well, we've got to talk through that. Like it's it's okay for me to not keep the chocolate. Like, how long am I going to keep it? Till it goes bad and then throw it out? Or can I go ahead and make that decision now and let go of it and feel grateful for the gift, but let go of the actual gift? Okay. All right. So this was our vacation jar. We were supposed to put money in it, but we don't really do well putting money in this. We save differently, so this doesn't make sense. I could probably get this vinyl off and I can save the jar if needed, but I don't even think I need the jar. So I'm gonna move this over this way. This went to the table that we just threw out because it broke. And, right, we don't need this for anything else, do we? Okay, so get rid of that. We actually have been looking for this in my kids' room for their shelf. We needed another peg, so I'm really excited that we found this. I'm gonna keep it on this tray so I don't lose that. And then look, here's a coin. This was in the vacation jar, 10 cents. We're not saving too well on that. All right. Okay, this goes in the bathroom. This went with, I got this thing for my daughter when, as a baby gift, like for our new baby. What's this? Oh, these are instructions. I'm gonna hold on to that for just a minute. I'll look at that after the video. Okay, look, a before baby checklist. Okay, baby's here. I don't need this one anymore. Okay, this says hello baby. Okay, I do save, oh, see, good thing I'm checking. I found a gift card. All right. Garage item. Actually, so that's something interesting. We get a lot of little garage items, like all the tools come inside if we're doing like a project, putting something up, something like that. So now I need to assess, why are we not putting it back? Do we run off to something else? Is it hard to put these things back? So I've got to start thinking through that. I've got to start thinking, is the system in the garage not functioning the way it should? Or is it, again, just discipline? We're just not putting it back. We don't, like, for me, it's cold outside. Usually I don't want to walk out there. I don't want to have to put my shoes on to go in the garage. So if that's the case, then that's a discipline thing, right? Like, I'm being lazy. I don't want to just put my shoes on and go put it back where it goes. Well, the more I do that, the more I choose to be lazy, then the more clutter that's going to gather around my house, and I'm not going to be on top of it. So that's a discipline decision I need to make. I need to decide, do I want the clutter? Or do I want to take the minute, maybe even that, it takes to go put it back in the garage, okay? Now, if the system takes too long, then maybe I should revisit that, okay? All right. Okay. This is funny. I was told that this was supposed to keep, like, kittens or cats out of places, but that did not work for me. Actually, I put this down. My neighbors, also my best friends, they have cats that kept getting into our garage, or keep getting into our garage, actually. Jesse, if you're watching this, I love you. And I love your cats. I just don't want them in the garage, right? Because because one of them died that way. We didn't know that it had gotten under the car. And so now I'm really paranoid that a cat is going to do that, and I'm not going to know, and I don't want that to happen, okay? So I'm really trying to keep them out of the garage for that reason, and all, anything. I don't want them getting into everything. So I got these for that. I literally put them down, and the cats came and sniffed them as I put them down, and it did not scare them. I put them next to them, did not scare them away. They love these, so this was a waste. Maybe there's something else I can do with these. I don't know, but at this time, that didn't work for what I wanted it for. So I'm gonna put it out in the garage, and then when I move things out in the garage, I'll make a decision on if there's another use for those. Okay. So at this point, I'm showing you exactly what I suggest that you do is, as you're going through your Doomsday bin, you've sorted your items, make decisions. Look at your stuff and decide, does this still need to be in my home? That's the first thing, right? Do I want to keep managing this? Do I want to keep making room for it? And two, Is there a reason I'm not putting it back? Is it too difficult to put it back because of the systems I have in place, or because it doesn't even have a place and I don't know what to do with it? Like these, actually. Okay, these actually go with a set that I think is up at the church. But in my home, they don't have a place here. So if I wasn't gonna put them up with the set at the church, I don't want to make a spot for these. They don't really need a spot in my home. So those things I should get rid of or put up at the church if we're going to use that system. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in that example. Oh, okay. So something like this. This was with our Valentine's Day stuff from last year. Okay. I didn't put it away because it was in the kids' room, something. I don't know. It happened. I put all the stuff up and I didn't put this up. Well, now I have a decision to make. One, this can hold like maybe, I don't even think this can hold a flower. It kept falling over. It's annoying to deal with. And it wasn't even worth taking it up and putting it in the attic. So at this point, I don't really need this in our decor. Or I can try and see it right now because it's about to be Valentine's Day. And when I get my decor out, I can see if I like it. But at the end of the day, I probably won't. So I already kind of know that. It's just something else I have to take care of and manage and make room for and try to find a spot for. That seems more overwhelming than it needs to be. So that one would probably be a get rid of item. Okay, so when you start to feel overwhelmed with the Doomsday bin, take it in small doses, pause, go get some water if you need to. Okay, look around at the spots that you have cleared and say, yes, I do like this. I want that feeling, want to keep going, and then push through. And then the next step, after we've sorted and we've got at least them all in their rooms, is to go and put it away. Don't put it down in the room, put it away in the room. Now, if you reach your maximum time and you do not have any more time available to continue doing it, then at bare minimum, get the things to the room they're supposed to be in. And next time you're in that room, try to put it away, okay? So our goal is to actually put the items away today. But if not, if it's too much, at least get the things in their room that they're supposed to be in, and then deal with it next time you're in the room, okay? Just reiterating that because we want to be gracious, right? We're all on different spots of this journey of whatever we're trying to go for. We all have different goals, right? So wherever you are, give yourself grace, give yourself wiggle room to not have it Instagram perfect, to not have everything exactly where it's supposed to be all the time yet. If you're still new to this idea, you're still learning to remove items that don't need to be there, and just do what you can and go in the right direction, and keep it. From now on, it's all about maintaining. So like I was saying, I have some discipline issues, or I was lazy. I was also pregnant. I didn't want to go up the stairs all the time. I found something that needed to go upstairs. And so things piled up down here. Like this whole row is stuff that needs to go upstairs. It's stuff that I've just been putting off. And so that was a season. And now I'm out of that season. And I am more focused and more dedicated to getting things back where it needs to be. So giving yourself grace for that season is okay. Okay? We're moving on. And now we're resetting and we're going forward and we're making changes in our home, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope that these things have been helpful. I hope that once you've cleared out your Doomsday bin, that you can feel really relieved because those things are at least where they need to be or in the room that they need to be, and they're no longer just scattered around the house. And then when it happens again, you can do it. You can gather those items, you can put them away, because hopefully they have a home, okay? All right, if you need help finding homes for things, reach out to me. I'd love to help you. If things are so overwhelming that you just know you need help getting on top of everything and then maintaining, I love to help you with that. It's more overwhelming in your own home. Okay, so like when I see this bin, I'm like, it's all this stuff that I've neglected, right? Because it's my decisions that I've left unmade. But when I help other people, it's so fun. And it's fun in my own home too. But it's not overwhelming to me to see where you are, because I get it, right? Like that's why I'm showing you this. I'm showing you that I completely get it. You're not alone. And I would love to come on that journey with you, maybe more personally, more personalized, if that's something you feel like you need. So anyway, thanks for joining this home reset challenge. I look forward to celebrating you. I'd love to hear your progress. I'd love to hear some things that you learned. If you could share that with me, it'd be very, very encouraging, and I'd be so excited to hear that. So anyway, bye.